more decluttering to be done. So this is a really random, massive bottle of a very cheap perfume that I saw online, and I was like, I just want to try this because it's like, it's a bargain. It's called Raspberry and Tuberose from Indulgent Moments. This, I literally went for it because it's raspberry tuberose. It has like a whipped cream note in this one. It's perfectly nice. It's a little bit like Armani My Way. I just never wear it. It takes up too much space and I never wear it. If I'm going to wear a kind of light tuberose perfume, the chances are that I'm going to go for my Ted Baker perfume. It's Ted Baker XO Extraordinary Woman. That is just, it's like heliotrope in the base, so it has like a kind of almost warm almondy kind of smell, but it's really fresh, it's quite watery, it's really pretty, easy to wear, it's a really nice tuberose. So like I just never wear this, and it's so big. I think it's kind of cool, it's a lovely colour, but yeah, I never wear it, I don't need it, that one can go. So all right, I've got two that look like they're the same, but they're not the same. So we've got Gail Heyman Delicious Feelings. This is the old version of this. So I got this because I already had this, and I was doing a review of this. It's, as it says here, it says brand new scent. So this is the current version. I think it's from 2020. I think this is the version they now actually produce. I don't think they still produce both. I might be wrong, but as far as I can tell, I think this old version has been replaced by this. So this is the new one, Delicious Feelings, with this kind of more modern font. This is like a much more detailed cat on the cap. And then this one, which I literally bought to compare because some people commented on the video disagreeing with what I was describing it as smelling like, and I could tell from what they were saying they were describing this old version. They do not smell the same, they don't have the same notes. So this is the original. You can see it's got that kind of old school scripty font on it, and a kind of much smoother cat without so much detailing. So I was always going to get rid of this one because this original Delicious Feelings, it smells like, the caps on these also smell disgusting. This smells like an actual laundry detergent, like a laundry detergent powder. It's so dry, it's like so strong. It's just not something I would ever want to actually wear. I wouldn't want to smell like this personally. I found it a bit choking. It was so kind of powdery and dry. This is very floral. I think there's plum in this one, but it's very, very floral. And as I said, very heavy. I decided against keeping this to spray on my bed sheets and stuff like that, just because someone might actually want this, especially if they don't make it anymore. So that one I was always going to get rid of. This one I gave a few chances to because this smells like Toy 2 from Moschino. It has very similar notes. This is apple and red currant and freesia and musk. It's a musk bomb. It also smells very clean. It does smell soapy. It actually, in a way, smells more body lotiony, and that's, I think, where the problem comes in. So I find Toy 2 extremely cloying. I just couldn't get along with that. This one I gave more of a chance to because I didn't think it was quite as cloying, but little did I know that's because I got it in cold weather. I wore this very recently on a much warmer day, and I really regretted putting it on. It was very lotiony, very kind of musky, creamy in a way that I just did not enjoy. So both of those need to go. I just can't get along with either of them. The caps smell disgusting, so I was keeping it without the cap because it really does start to get into the perfume. So I'd advise if any of you have any of these, then it's probably wise to not keep those caps. I mean, they literally smell poisonous. It's very strange. I don't know why they don't just make them out of something that isn't so awful. So that's that one. Okay, let's do, this just does not work on my skin. It goes really sharp again, almost goes shampooey. This is Mad Love by Katy Perry. This is a sort of strawberry, coconutty, almost smells like a strawberry milkshake, but it just doesn't sit on me. It just is, it goes weirdly screechy. Yeah, I can smell something in it that just isn't quite right for me. I really like it, but I just can't wear it. So there's no point in me keeping a perfume that I can't wait if I can't wear. But I think it's got like strawberry sorbet and like coconut water or coconut milk or something. Um, it's definitely like creamy. It's nice. There's musk in it. I wouldn't be surprised if there's ambroxan or something in this because that's the kind of vibe it's giving me, and I can't wear ambroxan, so it's just no good for me. Okay, what else have I got? Oh yeah, this one is really painful to get rid of, but again, so the thing with this kind of batch of decluttering that I'm doing, it's to do with space rather than, I mean, obviously there's things here that, like I said, I just don't like, I wasn't ever going to keep, or I just can't get along with. I also am having to declutter stuff that I do like because I do not have space to keep. I've got like, I reckon 250 perfumes in my flat at the moment. It's absolutely outrageous. And I live in London. I don't have a big flat. I'm not rich. So this is Jill Sander Simply Poudre Intense. It's got this amazing black liquid. It's so cool. This is a chocolate perfume, but it very much has a Jill Sander DNA. Now, the Jill Sander DNA is really recognisable to me. Often they smell like a body lotion, and that is where I kind of struggle with them. Even when I like them, I sometimes find them difficult to wear. This one is like cocoa powder. This smells like baby powder with a huge amount of cocoa powder kind of on top of it, you know. I kind of love it. There's something cozy and comforting about it, but I never really want to wear it. It's also, you know, it's a fairly hefty, I mean, it's so cool though. It's a fairly cool and hefty bottle. So it's taking up space and I'm just not wearing it, so I don't really need to keep it. And the other thing is I have a perfume called is it Butterball from Lush, just a tiny little one, which has this same kind of vibe to it. Like there's a sort of chocolatey kind of just almost lotiony kind of smell to it, almost soapy. But yeah, I mean, it's a tiny bottle, so I'm keeping that one and I'm decluttering this one, and I am slightly sad about it because it's awesomely cool. But again, this is another one that's been discontinued and I'm not using it, so there's no point in me keeping it, and hopefully someone else will get it and will love it. All right, let's do this one. So huge bottle of the original Gloria Vanderbilt. This is a perfume that I wasn't sure of when I first got it, and then I wore it and I kind of loved it for about half an hour, maybe an hour, and then I started to find it really irritating, but I think that's because I sprayed it on my clothes. But the problem is I kind of not sure if I want to wear it. It's classic old school aldehydic, but it's kind of floral, sweet, light, pineapple-y. It's like similar to lots of old school perfumes, and yet it doesn't, I don't know, it's kind of unusual at the same time. It's really hard to describe. It gives me like a light version of kind of poem kind of vibe, but it's way more fruity, if that helps at all. Kind of hard to, you know, like Amarige, that kind of smell. So I can't remember if there's tuberose in this, but there might be some tuberose. That's probably it. I think there's carnation. Carnation might be one of the things that causes me a trouble because I don't like carnation in perfumes normally. But the point is, I don't need this massive bottle if I'm not sure if I want to wear it. It might be that this is one where I literally just take a tiny decant so that I've just got it on hand if I do want to wear it or if I want to compare it. But I don't need this massive bottle, even though I do like this one. It's kind of cool. It looks cool from both sides. But yeah, this is not a perfume that I'm going to wear enough to warrant having a 100ml bottle taking up this much space. It's very thin, which is handy, but it width-wise, I mean, it's just insane. So I don't need to keep that one. And then I'm also going to get rid of this little guy, Replay Essential. So I've had a couple of replays and neither of them, I really like these bottles, but neither of them have really tweaked my bits, if you see what I mean. This one is just a little 20ml, really cute bottle. It's so cute, isn't it? It's so cute. I really like the glass. I think it's really nice. This one, I'm getting rid of it because Yep, smells like Britney Spears Fantasy. It smells like a slightly more grown-up version of Britney Spears Fantasy, but it smells like Britney Spears Fantasy. And I don't need a perfume that smells like Britney Spears Fantasy because I don't like that perfume. I did for ages think that there was something about it I liked, and in a way I guess there is because on other people, fine. But on me, it's screechy, shampooey. I can't deal with Fantasy, the original one. Actually, any of the Fantasy range. So the fact that this is so much like it just kind of puts me off. Although I will say, if you like Fantasy, and you see this, this smells like a slightly more grown-up version of Fantasy, but it dries down with a real caramel note in the base, and it's a really nice kind of toffee caramel smell, not burnt caramel or anything like that. Not like a hard caramel, like a sweet, chewy toffee caramel kind of smell in the base. So that's really pretty, but yeah, I'm never going to wear it. There's no point in me keeping it. It just reminds me, yeah, oh my god, so much like Fantasy. Maybe if you can imagine Fantasy without too strong a kiwi note in the top, that's kind of what that smells like. Okay, so I think that is it for now. I will come back and I will make another one because I've got some more stuff to declutter. It's just never ending at the moment, all the stuff I need to get rid of.